Hey YouTube, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Um, I'm back. I know I have been missing in action with the current events and the civil unrest. Um, but there's a reason why I decided to kind of lay low at the moment, and it was because, since it was such a hot issue, I did not want to, fan the flames. Um, I would just like to say that a lot of my opinions about what has been going on for the past couple of months aligns a lot with, not 100%, but a lot with like Candace Owens, Terry Crews, Tommy Sotomayor, along those lines. They can be a little bit harsh in their opinions at times, but oh, and I'm going to add Denzel Washington too. He said something a few years back about a lot of what goes on in our community could be solved if it just started at home. And I was waiting for the backlash against him, but I guess because he's such a classical, um, respected man and actor and everything, and he tends to below the radar. Nobody really came after him, but if you're familiar with Terry Crews, some people came after him for his opinion, and that's what it was, his opinion. But I don't know how Candace Owens ended up on my radar, but she is spot on a lot of things that she discusses about our community. So again, and I said in a previous video, I did not want to turn my channel into a political channel, and I'm not an activist either. I just state my opinion on certain things. So I had another video that I did about a week ago. I was on my way to my baby's grave, and but I was in my car. It was just spur of the moment. But I decided I wanted to, just redo the video. So let me just try to get my previous thoughts out. So you'll see me looking down from time to time. So I guess there's this push to defund the police. I don't know exactly what that would entail, but I don't agree with it. With bad apples in the police department, there are bad apples in every profession that you can think of. And I used to work in a hospital, for example, and some of those doctors and nurses were racist as the day is long. And these people have your life in their hands. And because I can remember, I was a unit secretary, and I can remember sitting at my desk and listening to some of the doctors behind me and some of the things that they were saying, and it was clearly about black people, and I would sit there being mad, number one, and very uncomfortable. And you might say, well, why didn't you go to your supervisor or this or that about it? It's easier said than done, because people who are like that, they cover themselves. And if they're racist, then I'm going to another racist and saying, what, this racist is saying this about, it, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So, but my point is, there are racists in the medical field, there are your racist teachers, there are racist judges. It's everywhere. And I'm not downplaying that racism is a problem in our world, but guess what? It's not going away. As long as human beings are on this earth, racism is here to stay. The best thing that we can do is, for example, combat it by, um, spending our money either within our communities or spending our money with people who have our backs, so to speak. I was totally in agreement with that blackout. I forgot what date it was. It might have been July 6th. I got a calendar on the wall. It might have been July 5th or 6th. I'm not sure. But, our community spends billions of dollars every year on products. That's where we should focus our efforts on withdrawing our green money from certain, products. Um, just like what happened with Rosa Parks during the civil rights movement and the boycotting of the bus system. That's how a lot of things, changed. Once we withdrew our money, things came to a halt. And because I did not agree with like the looting and all of that stuff, but that's a different topic. I'm not trying. That's why I stayed away from this, from doing a video, because I just was not, feeling comfortable with how I was going to approach it. Um, the tearing down of statues. I'm not really in agreement with that either, because it's not that I don't agree that they should come down, but there are other statues that are going to remain up, to my knowledge, that definitely has racist connotations to it. Like Margaret Sanger, I think that's her name. She was the Planned Parenthood lady, putting abortion clinics mostly in black communities or communities of color. And I believe her statue is still up somewhere. Or Charles Darwin, who is, he was about evolution, and he said that black people, that we are closest to primates, So his statue is going to remain up somewhere. And about the, you know, black faces on products like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. I think that's just to placate us. I mean, removing black images from those products is not going to make racism go away. Um, you know, um, it's not going to make racism go away, unfortunately. And then finally, and I hope I'm getting all my points out, the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, on my Facebook page, you will never see me saying Black Lives Matter. And I want to clarify, it's not that I don't think that Black Lives Matter, because obviously I do think Black Lives Matter. But if we're going to say that, then I believe all Black lives should matter. And that means the aborted babies every year in our community, the fact that we are killing each other in record numbers, that should be included as well. And maybe I would take them more seriously. And I believe Terry Crews, when he was on the CNN with Don Lemon, I think that he tried to get his point across regarding that. And Don Lemon, instantly shot him down. He didn't want to hear, anything about that. But I don't believe that the Black Lives Matter movement is who exactly they say they are. I believe that it is, what I'm reading online, which is a funnel into the Democratic Party. And again, that's another topic for another day. And real quick, and you can read it yourself, their mission statement, Black Lives Matter, they want to destroy the nuclear family. And as you know, in our community, the nuclear family is pretty much non existent as it is. And we see what's happening every day in our communities because of that. And I just don't believe that dismantling the nuclear family is a solution at all. So, but anyway, that's my point for today. I hope I got all of my thoughts out. You know, hopefully one day I'll be able to do videos and slice and edit them and all of that. But I'm not high tech like some of you guys out there. More power to you, because it's not in me. But maybe one day. But that's my thought for the day. Please make sure you subscribe, but check out my other videos. Make sure that what I say, you believe in or agree with. And I will talk to you later, and I'll be back with more. Bye.